Good morning. Welcome to Wisdom at the Well. My name is Sarah, and today is day 38 of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate. That's quite something for me to be able to say 38, and it's such a journey on so many levels. I feel like what I'm sharing with you is like the cream at the top, but there's so much that this practice of showing up, creating these videos, posting them along with complementing the video with writing and showing up and posting every day has been invaluable for me. And I really trust that it's been a contribution and a contribution for you, that in listening to these videos, something in you is stirred or sparked or inspired to reflect, to ask questions, to choose and create something different for yourself. And today, what I'm so aware of is this. I'm in this transition, this sacred pause with creation and communication. And I see it as an infinity loop, two sides of the same whole. And as I mentioned over the last few days, I was in such a massive creation process for the first month of this series, and especially in that last week now, where I was just dialed in creating. And what I what I noticed about it is I love to create. I do. I was like, I really love this. I love to be so engaged and so deeply in so that time becomes irrelevant and I'm just in a process of creation. No matter what the form of your expression, I think that's what happens for creatives. And part of what we love about creating is that it's such a deep, rich, nourishing place to be. And in the process of it, we create something. We create something to be offered. And then that brings us to that point of, okay, the creation is created, and I now need to tend to it, to foster it, to ask it how it wants to be shared in the world. And that's my edge. Yes, I've been showing up here and posting every day, but I haven't really been doing anything to nurture the posts and their reach. I've just kind of been dipping my toe in, if you will, and getting familiar with Substack, becoming very familiar with creating videos, posting them, uploading them, writing, posting, all like kind of like all of the logistics of all of this. And now I'm in this pause and I can feel that I'm being invited into deepening, establishing, engaging with communication beyond which I have done before and beyond which I've been comfortable to do before. And that's, again, I've talked about it before, where we come up against the edge of comfort, and it would be so easy just to keep doing things as we've been doing them. But there's this creative pulse that comes through us and is asking us to do more, actually be more. Are we willing to expand ourselves, to open to more, receive more, be more? And that's I'm at the edge of my comfort with that right now. I'm like right here and I'm pausing. It's almost like I'm recalibrating and I'm calling all of my energy into me to take these next steps. Yeah. And that I know me well enough now that I have to trust this pause, trust this place that's not always so fun and easy, right? There's discomfort and shadow and doubts and fears that come up in this place. But it's like I'm gathering all of me here, feeling, being, accepting, allowing. And from this space, I know that I will, in time, on time, take the next steps to move forward. And that just brings me to the other piece of this share for today, is that I call this series, call my podcast, The Wisdom at the Well. But I realize that there is something so necessary, absolutely fundamental and necessary, about coming in to the well and resourcing ourselves, replenishing ourselves, restoring ourselves, which is why I have the Dream Well community as part of the Sacred Beyond, as that sacred well that we can come in to gather ourselves, to restore ourselves for the next steps on the journey. And we don't just get to hang out at the well forever. There's a time when, almost like a baby bird gets pushed out of the nest. It's time to go, time to expand, time to fly. And that's just as important and essential as coming to the well and restoring yourself when you need to. And I've had a blog in the past that I called Gifts from the Path. And I feel like I may be expanding this platform to become Gifts from the Path, because that's really what my life has been about, is the path, is the spiral path, is the sacred path, whether it's a walking pilgrimage or whether it's an internal journey, or the both and of both an internal and an external journey, and the path of becoming, or the path of individuation, of us coming fully into who we are. Yeah, there's so much more, of course, that I could say about that, but I'll leave it at that for now. So gifts from the path, piffs from the path. I'm going to see what we'll create. Until tomorrow.